Bro, there is no way that this pay-per-view is this Sunday. I feel like someone's playing a trick on me. I feel like there was like a mix-up or a mishap or something because there is no way WrestleMania Backlash is this Sunday. It feels like it should be like 2 weeks away because the Raw that did not feel like a go-home show. And there's also an Impact pay-per-view Saturday. What is this? Huh? Huh? Oh god. Yeah. What's good? How you guys doing? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with your WrestleMania Backlash preview predictions video. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It's right there. It's just an easy button. It's red. It's bright red, so you can just click on it and subscribe. Also, leave me a thumbs up. And if you're in the mood for hitting stuff, also ring that notification bell. It'll let you know when I'm posting new content, new heat, new art, whatever you want to call it. And I'm actually in a pretty good mood today, Actually in a pretty good mood. I'm off today. J. Cole just dropped that new album, so I'm feeling my mind is feeling really elevated because, it's J. Cole and everything he says is just great. So I figure, I was kind of debating on whether I should do a predictions video for Backlash because honestly, between me and you, man, I don't want to say I don't care, but I'm not really all that invested in the show. I mean, I'm recording this before SmackDown tonight, so there may be more matches added to the card, but as of right now, there's only 5 matches on the card. And like I said in the little intro, man, I didn't even realize that it was this Sunday until this past Monday Night Raw, where they kept saying, "Oh, this Sunday is gonna be WrestleMania Backlash." I'm like, when did that happen? Because it didn't feel like this past Monday's Raw didn't really feel like a go home show. It just felt like another episode of Monday Night Raw. It didn't feel like if they didn't really promote it, it wouldn't have felt like there was a pay-per-view coming up this Sunday, But there is a pay-per-view this Sunday, and I guess I'm gonna talk about it, give my thoughts about who I think is gonna win, who I think is gonna lose, what I think about the whole entire show, and I guess I'll kick it off with the SmackDown tag team titles between Mysterio and Son and the Dirty Dogs, Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. And honestly, I want Mysterio and Son to win because, one, it will be a feel-good moment. It'll be pretty cool to see a father and son tag team as tag team champions, Also, what exactly are they doing with the SmackDown tag team division, Raw's tag team division has a little bit more depth. There's more tag teams. But as for the SmackDown side of things, it's only 4 tag teams. You got Mysterio and Son, the Street Profits, Roode and Ziggler, and the Alpha Academy. And that's it. Those are the only 4 tag teams you have. So every week on SmackDown, it's one variation of Mysterio and Son going up against either Alpha Academy or the Dirty Dogs, or it's either going to be a variation of the Street Profits going up against the the Alpha Academy and the Dirty Dogs. There's no real depth to the tag team division. So as far as who I think is going to win, like I said, it's going to be Mysterio. I think it's going to be Mysterio and Son because it will just give us something different. But at the same time, it's not really giving us anything too different because the tag team division on SmackDown is so lame, it's lame. It's only 4 tag teams, so that's going to run its course, and it already has. So my pick is for Mysterio and Son. And sticking on the SmackDown side, we also have the SmackDown Women's title being defended. You have Bianca Belair going up against Bayley. And again, I mean, the match itself is going to be fine because we've seen them go up against each other before, and that match was fine, but there's no real build. They had the match announced on social media right before SmackDown was going on, and there's no real rhyme or reason as to why Bayley's the number 1 contender. It's like, okay, well, you two are feuding, you might as well just feud for the title. There's no real investment, there's no real reason for me to care. besides the fact that I do actually like these two characters. I like Bayley and I like Bianca Belair. So as far as the title defense on Backlash, Bianca Belair is going to win, because you can't have her win at WrestleMania and then lose at WrestleMania Backlash. That just throws everything you've done out the window. It flushes everything down the toilet. You have this girl win the Royal Rumble. You have her main event night one of a WrestleMania, just to have her lose at WrestleMania Backlash, a show that nobody really cares about. Come on now. It's going to be Bianca Belair. Next, we have, as far as keeping it in the women's division, you have the triple threat match between Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte. And I will say that there is some kind of story going on here, but the story I don't care about, because initially it was just going to be a rematch between Asuka and Rhea Ripley, and then they had to shoehorn Charlotte Flair into the match. Why? Because it's Charlotte Flair, and I guess she needs to be somewhere near or around the women's title in some way, shape, or form, whether it's her being the champion or fighting for the championship. Like, I don't want Charlotte to win. Again, going back to what I was saying about Bianca Belair, you have Rhea Ripley win the title off Asuka at WrestleMania. There's no sense in it going to Charlotte. There's no reason for Charlotte to be champion. You just establish Rhea Ripley as more of a star without messing her up, because it was last year at WrestleMania where she was fighting for she was defending the NXT championship against Charlotte, and of course we remember that Charlotte won, only for nothing to happen with the NXT Women's Championship. There's no reason for Charlotte to win the NXT title, except for she's a champion on NXT, and then nothing happened after that. She lost like a month later, I think, or whatever. So there's no real reason for Charlotte to win. I want Rhea Ripley to win, but there's something telling me that Charlotte is gonna come out on top, and she's gonna be like the 22-time world champion or whatever. And they're just gonna have her break her dad's streak. Just have her, not streak, but a number of title reigns. Just have her be the Ric Flair of the women's division. Man, I don't know, but I'm torn between Rhea and Charlotte. Again, I want Rhea to win, but I feel like Charlotte's gonna win. As far as who I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna stick with Rhea Ripley, but I won't be surprised if Charlotte ends up winning the championship and she's champion again. And yeah. Sorry for the brief interruption or whatever. So I was in the middle of editing the Backlash video, and I realized that I forgot to talk about the lumberjack match between Damian Priest and The Miz. So yeah, Damian Priest is gonna win. That's it. I didn't want to leave The Miz out of the predictions video, because I know how much everyone loves The Miz. Bonafide Heat, I know how much you love The Miz. I didn't want you to be disappointed in the fact that I forgot to mention your boy, your favorite wrestler in all the universe, in all the WWE universe. I didn't want you to feel left out in this. So yeah, Damian Priest is gonna win. That's it. That's all I gotta say. So bye. Alright, so speaking of triple threats, we have a triple threat between Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and the almighty Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley needs to walk out as champion. I don't really care for Braun, especially since they turned him into a train. Like, he's making train noises all the time. He hasn't made train noises in a while. They took that away, but I kind of actually miss the train noises. But that's another video for another day. Bobby Lashley needs to win, because what else? Like, Drew's already been champion, and that's cool. And if you make Drew champion again, you're gonna have people complaining that, it's just Super Drew, he's being shoved down their throats and blah blah blah. And then if you have Braun win, it's like, who cares about Braun Strowman except for train fanatics and people who like Thomas the Train or whatever. It's got to be Bobby Lashley, right? That's who's got to win. Bobby Lashley has to walk out WWE champion, because, as I've said before in many other videos, as long as Bobby Lashley is champion, Black History Month will continue. So you can't just end Black History Month in the middle of May to a trained man or a dude with a sword. Nah, Bobby Lashley has to be the WWE champion. I don't see anybody else walking out with the title except for Bobby Lashley. So and what I'm thinking is going to be the main event, it could be either the WWE Championship as the main event or this match as the main event. You have Cesaro going up against the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and I forgot who posted on Twitter. It was some Twitter account. Of course, they're saying, "Oh, it's gonna be Cesaro versus Roman Reigns. Who you got winning?" And my reply was, "Come on, bro. You already know who's gonna win. It's gonna be Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is gonna be the Universal Champion until we all die. Until the world comes to an end or something else happens, Roman Reigns will be the Universal Champion." But in all seriousness, the match itself will be good. Like, I don't see this being a bad match because Cesaro, he's one of the best. Like, in the ring, he's pretty untouchable. Like, he's one of the best to step foot inside of a wrestling ring. There's no denying that. But on the mic, he's kind of blah. I forget which pay-per-view it was where they were doing the pre-show and they were talking to Cesaro about something and he compared himself to coffee, and I'm like, I see where you're coming from, but what exactly are you talking about? This doesn't make any sense. He needs a manager. Like, when he was linked up with Paul Heyman, that would have made so much sense. Like, he needs a manager. He needs someone to talk for him. You know, he needs a mouthpiece because him on the mic isn't all that good. But if you have someone that is good on the mic that can hype up how great he is, and then he has Cesaro go in the ring and just back up whatever his manager is saying, like, oh, Cesaro's the best, he's the greatest, he's untouchable in the ring. You know, you have a good dynamic. But as far as him on the mic, nah, he ain't it. He's not it. And I don't see him walking out as Universal Champion. It's gonna be Roman Reigns. There's probably gonna be some kind of interference from the Usos. And then you also have the dynamic with Jimmy Uso. Like last week, he didn't really want to acknowledge Roman Reigns. He was prepared to walk out, and then you had Cesaro attack Roman and Jay, and well, it actually started off with attacking Roman, and Jay was about to hop in, and Jimmy was like, "Bro, what are you doing? Like, stop!" And then of course Jay's like, "Nah, I gotta help, cuz." So he runs in, he helps Roman, and then you have Cesaro attack Jay. So Jimmy then in turn runs in to save his brother, not so much Roman Reigns. So who knows where that dynamic's going to go, what the fallout from SmackDown on SmackDown is going to be, what the ramifications or whatever. Because even then, like early, like for Cesaro to get to this point where he's wrestling Roman Reigns for the title, he had to beat Seth Rollins last week, and that was due to some outside interference from Jimmy Uso. So now Seth Rollins is mad at Jimmy, so maybe they wrestle at Backlash. I don't know. We'll see. You also have tonight on SmackDown the SmackDown Women's Tag Team Championships. Not even the SmackDown. It's just the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. You have Natalya and Tamina taking on Nia Jax and Shayna. And I don't know. Maybe there'll be some shenanigans. Maybe there'll be a new tag team champions. I doubt it. There's probably going to be some outside interference from Reginald, and this is going to lead them to have another match on the pay-per-view, because that's what WWE does from time to time. So, yeah, man. That's it. That's WrestleMania Backlash in a nutshell. Right now, it's only 5 matches. Maybe the women's tag team titles will be on the line on the show. Also, no Intercontinental title match. I'm pretty sure they'll announce something going on with that sometime tonight. Maybe a fatal 4-way between Big E and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going against Apollo Crews for the title. Who knows? Yeah. Can you tell that I'm really enthusiastic about this pay-per-view? I'm not, but I didn't have anything else to do. I'm off today, so I just figured I'd just bless out with a little bit of content. But yeah, those are my thoughts on WrestleMania Backlash. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you have any investment in this show, or is there anything in particular you're looking forward to? Any match you're looking forward to, or are you just tuning in to see Roman Reigns versus Cesaro? And that's the only thing I'm really invested in. That's the only thing I care about. I mean, I'm sure the show itself will be fine. It doesn't look like a bad card, but the way everything's being booked, it's hard for you to care. Like, there's no real there's no real reason for me to care. So I'm just watching it just to watch it, just because I love wrestling and I need content for my channel. So hey, what are you gonna do about it? Anyway, those are my thoughts on Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. You gotta say the whole thing like it goes in together. You gotta say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest or a pimp named Slipback. WrestleMania Backlash. Are you excited? Let me know in the comment section. Talk to me. Let me know what's up. Yeah. Drink plenty of water. I don't know. Drink some water, man. I don't know. I don't care. You guys take care. Be easy. Peace.